are live. Wednesday night with those guys, and Wednesday night with those guys are sponsored by those guys.
I'm sorry, I got caught reaching for the remote. And
what happened?
I got caught reaching for the remote and the applaud button at the same time. I need another arm on this side. Don't
worry about it. Welcome, everyone. It is Wednesday night with those guys. And as you know, Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by those guys. This is where we talk about everything in the world of drones and promote the usage of drones. How's everyone out there? I hope everyone's been able to get out and fly your drones, have fun, flap your wings, fly your drones. What's good, everyone? How's everyone
flap doing? Your wings?
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
it is Wednesday, the middle of the week. It is hump day. And how's everyone doing? How you doing there, Lars? What's going on?
I'm good. Johnny Drone Flyer, what's up, man? You're here early. TJ
who was actually here? I was talking with John Olsen and Matt Bagwell earlier before the stream.
Okay.
In the chat.
Okay. Flying Flynn, SJM, Matt Bagwell. Who else? Brooklyn Jimmy, what's good, man?
Hey, Brooklyn Jimmy, what's up? Are you actually far from your mic?
No. What I actually did was I was going through audio and I decided to turn my mic down some. Is that a little better?
Yeah, there you go. Because to me,
that's better.
To me, you're a little low. The way I hear you, but like I said, don't worry about it. As long as everybody else can hear you fine.
As long as I'm not screaming, because I need to lower this because I'm starting to clip on my end. At least what I'm seeing.
Okay.
It should be good. We should be good. Anyway,
how is the vocals to everyone out there?
Yeah. On
TJ
5. Am I too loud? Is 1 being the lowest, 5 being the loud, and 3 being okay? Is my audio okay? How is STM says he's got echoes. You got multiple windows open or something, dude.
Ooh.
It's low. Johnny Drone Flyer says low. But I just adjusted and there is a delay. So
who's got multiple windows open?
Matt Bagwell says 2.
Oh, okay. Am I low? Because I thought I was pretty good.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me see if I can increase this output some here. Say something, Herman.
Something.
That should be right there for you. I just raised the volume on you. So
okay.
Saying you're a little low.
But now I hear that echo.
Okay. Undone. Anyway, Herman.
Yeah, see, that's what I said. See, that's what I said, Matt. Lawrence is a little soft.
Matt says, okay, hold on a second. Is that better? They have some kind of, I'm going to show you what I'm working with here. You guys don't know how long I've been using this freaking program, and I finally got it to freaking work. Herman knows the years.
Don't touch nothing,
messing with this. If you guys aren't familiar with Voice Meter, leave it the fuck alone. If someone mentions Voice Meter, punch them in the chest. That's how much problem I had with this. But anyway, this is me over here. I'm at 8.5, and I will raise it to about 9.3. Hopefully I'm okay. The microphone's like a foot from me. Now, Herman, when you speak, you coming over here.
You're right.
Okay, you're fine. They say you're fine. Everything's fine. This damn Voice Meter, man, I don't know. I finally got it working with my Stream Deck.
So where's your output at?
Oh, hold on. I'll show you right now. Hold on. Go back to Zoom.
Oh, Lord.
Share. No, I got it. I got all of that. Zoom works fine. My output. This is your output here. This is the output.
You showed me that.
This is the output. Right here, this is me. This is you and any other people. This channel are sound effects right here.
You're not clipping on your output.
Not now because I turned it down. Here's my output. Yes, on the left side here. Yeti microphone. Cable V virtual. Don't even worry about that. But here's my output. Here's yours. You're on this channel here. and my sound effects and everything are on this button here.
One of us has made a gross error.
I can press that. That's fine. All of that is fine. It's. I just need to get my voice, whatever. When they were saying I sound a little soft, this red button over here has something to do with adding clarity. It's
with the softness.
Yeah. So I've been playing around with that. So
get out of the soft area.
Out of the low area. This is what happens if I reset it.
No, don't reset.
Don't change nothing. Don't change nothing. I know, right? We got everything working. Anyway, let's get back to the stream. Before I click on something to fuck everything up, right?
Then we lose them for a month.
Man, please stop.
Hey, Maddie, what's going on, man?
What's up, Maddie's Drone World? How are you? Hope all is well. Anyway, let's get back to the stream.
Well, what have you been up to? Well, other than
you know what?
Maybe you might want to share with everybody. I don't know.
I don't know if I want to share what's been up with me. I mean, you know, we've been working, doing our little thing. Hey, Jim's droning, what we're trying to do on the side. And then I'm trying to get in more FPV time, but I can't. I have 6 birds. 3 of them are down. 3 of them are operable. One is like right here with the freaking smoke stopper on it. I mean, it's if it's not one thing, it's another, but I'm making it work. What? Hire somebody to do all this shit? Pay somebody to do all of this shit?
I mean, you could try that. That's what other guys are doing.
You know, it's funny. And it's funny you say that I could try that, but FPV is just like the camera drone world. In the camera drone world, you see a guy take a beautiful picture, you're like, yo, I love that picture. And the worst thing you can ask him is, what are your settings? Because now all of a sudden he speaks another language. The phone rings. He's got to go. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing in FPV.
No, but I'm saying, if the guy is building the drone for you, isn't he going to make it fly?
Herman?
Yeah.
How many times have I told you, I've asked people, how did you get those settings, or what did you do to get those settings? And I've walked up. No, hold on.
But it doesn't really matter, because if you know how to set them, or you know where to set at, right? When you look.
No, my point is, you guys in the drone community, I love all of you out there. But when I first got into this drone game, a lot of people were like blowing the wool over my head. What is that saying? Because I go back and look at the pictures, Herman, that I used to take compared to take now, and I'm like, that dude clicked like on my shit. He was fucking lying to me. But we're not going to go there. We're not going to go
there.
Well,
maybe he didn't know neither.
No, that's bullshit. Because I've walked up to people and asked them, yo, what are your settings for this time of day, time of night, blah, blah, blah. And I've looked over people's shoulders, right? And when I got to the screen, it was crystal clear. And then as I'm looking over the shoulder, all of a sudden they start pressing buttons and shit, and the focus goes out. And dude, it's not that serious. All I did was ask you, how did you get the picture to look so good? But I digress.
You know what's funny about that? When I was going through my apprenticeship.
You know what I mean? That's why.
There were guys like that when it comes to like wiring certain motors and certain stuff like that. And you'll be working with certain mechanics, and your job is to learn from them. And when they get down to the intricate stuff, you see that guy is like, and then he wants to send you to go get a lot of material that he don't need.
Yeah, I get it.
That he don't need, because he doesn't want you to see how to wire up that motor.
I get it.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that.
My only thing is, I thought it was different in the drone world. You know,
Nah, it happens everywhere.
I see that now. Yeah, but getting back online.
Yeah, but did everyone take advantage of that DJI store day? I hope everyone didn't miss that because I think it's still going on.
It's still active
until Friday, right?
Yes.
But can they still enter to win the?
No. I don't know because I entered early. But this is the website right here. What Herman mentioned has been going on for all this week. It started June 26th.
That's the Mini 4 Pro.
Right. No, this is the Mini 3 Pro. Yeah. But their deal has been going on from June 20. Stop it. Stop. See, now you're trying to become like Ivan. He's teasing. June 26th to June 30th. And Friday, technically, this sale is over. They have a bunch of stuff going on here. Here's the Pro with what
about the store day deal? The grand prize and all that stuff they was giving away, a free battery or carry fresh.
I have this page loaded and I do not see anything. Hold on, carry fresh. Oh, it's still going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, if you get the hold on, let me move this out of the way. If you get the DJI Mini 3 Pro with the DJI RC controller, they're giving you 1 year of Care Refresh for free and an intelligent battery. So you're getting 2 batteries for $909 and Care Refresh free for a year.
Wow, check that out. They're just trying to give away that controller now.
Wonder why. We got a little bit of talk about controllers later on. And then here,
build a house.
Now, if you get just the Mini 3 Pro by itself for $699, they will give you a mini bag for it to put it in. Mm-hmm. So, no radio, no nothing. They're not saying anything about a radio. That's basically it, but it's over. They have other deals. They have the Mini 3 Fly More for $189.
We gotta start sending all these controllers back to DJI.
I know.
Let them deal.
Asking them, what do you expect us to do with this shit?
Yeah, what's your mailing address? And get their mailing address and just send it back to them.
But let me see if this link is too long.
50 of these controllers. 2 of the birds are down, and I sold the other ones with the
people were not blown. You know what it is? See what Wedge and Big said about what I was mentioning about taking pictures back then and now. He says people were not blowing smoke up your ass. They were being supportive. And over time, you've learned so much. Motivation should never be mistaken for dishonesty. Hold on a second, Herman.
The views and
He's right,
are not necessarily the views and opinions of everybody on the panel and or in the chat.
Now, why do you got an echo here?
Because it was so loud and you probably heard it through the TV. I need to turn down those sound effects.
Oh, no, it sounded like he was in the hallway when he said that or something.
Oh, that I don't know. But Wedge and Big, I agree with you 100%. It's just going back and looking at remembering times when I used to ask somebody. When you learn something new, the only way to learn it is to ask questions. And when you ask questions and the guy says, look up, and he punches you in the belly, that's bullshitting you. But I get what you're saying. I do understand that. They are trying to be supportive, but I'm a firm believer. If you're going to be supportive honestly. That's all. Getting back to this DJI Fly thing.
You didn't really want them to be supportive, honestly.
You know what?
Because like I told you, I had a guy told me along the way. Yeah. Guy told me that they created this group for serious members.
My X3 does all I want.
Okay.
Yeah. It is what it is.
That's how I met. I tell you, that's how I met Anthony Charles.
Really?
Yeah, because he commented on one of my pictures, and I told him, "Thank you."
In the group,
And
right? I remember
yeah,
you
that's
mentioning
all it
it in a
says.
particular
It's
group.
not often that you get words of encouragement in some of these groups. And the same two dudes.
Oh, the ones you dubbed Siskel and Ebert?
Came right back. And when I called them Siskel and Ebert, they got mad and kicked me out of the group. I don't even remember what drone group that was. It was like 5, 6 years ago.
Oh, damn. It didn't even matter back then.
Yeah, when everybody
I get it. I get it. It's just, hey, Jody, what's up? You know what it is, Wedge and B? My problem is I used to be a high school teacher.
Uh-oh.
I used to fix computers. So I'm more in that learning aspect where if you come to me and you ask me how to do something, as long as it's not taking bread out of my mouth, I have no problem showing you.
For those of you who are wondering what's wrong with the youth of today, remember what Lawrence's statement started with.
What?
I used to be a high school teacher.
Oh shit! You say I'm responsible for these? No. Actually, the parents of these rugrats on the street today, I used to teach.
Yeah,
so the rugrats are out there now.
Once again.
Yeah, I know. What's up, Jody? There you go. There you go. Right? You're 100% right about that. I didn't think about that, to be honest.
Yeah, but
getting back on track.
You know, that whole thing ends on the 30th, so that's up until Friday, right?
Yeah, that definitely ends Friday.
Okay. You had a TFR, right?
Yeah.
For the New York City area?
Yeah. Yes.
I mentioned it to you. Yeah, the TFR.
You did mention it to me, and I actually have it right here. If you are in the New York City area, this is the first, maybe.
And the surrounding areas.
Yes, surrounding areas going as far as New Jersey and even out to the island. There are 4 different TFRs going on at different times. This is area A, this is area B, they have C and they have D. The first one starts, is effective from June 29th, 2023 at 17:30 hours. Take 12 from 17 and that'll give you 2:30 UTC time, and until June 30th, 2023 at 02:30 in the morning. That is the first one. I'll pull up the map so you can guys can see what these TFRs are. But also effective Class B area. They have so many sections. This is VIP movement. You're guessing presidential, vice president, bigwig, stuff like that. But from June 29th at 17:30, the same thing goes on in this area. And the reason they have it sectioned off is because they're trying to make sure if you don't have government clearance, you are not supposed to be in the air, but this is effective here in the United States right now. Here's a map of the affected. I said infected.
The affected
it is like an infection, but this is a map of the area TFR. This is LaGuardia Airport. There's LaGuardia, there's JFK. Here's Newark Airport. It goes as this TFR goes as far as outer middle Jersey, mid Jersey. This is the whole area here.
Northern, just like a northern area.
Yeah. Now from Long Island here, I'm guessing starting at about Suffolk County almost. You would be clear. You're still in the boundary, but you would be pretty much clear out here. But this is the area that it's covering in general. So for those of you who didn't know that there was a TFR going on, it starts tomorrow, okay, and it ends on Friday in general. This is just one section from June 29th to Thursday, but it's overlapping. There are multiple. Plain and simple. That doesn't mean go grab your drone now. I won't be able to fly tomorrow. Well, I guess all we're doing is notifying you guys that there's a TFR.
What happened?
It's the English teacher's fault. No one can read signs. John Olson put.
Oh,
Stop
it's
it
the
on
English
Tide
teacher.
Pod. Stop blaming it on Tide Pods. Blame it on the parents.
It is.
Eddie Nunez, what's good,
What's
man?
good,
How are
man?
you? Hope all is well. I got to see you the other night, Eddie, on Drone Nation.
You know
Earlier this
what?
week.
I was going to
That was a good stream.
mention that something about that here tonight, because we did talk about it last week, and we talked about it the previous the week before that. But what I wanted to let everyone know, there is a link in the description below on the stream tonight.
Yeah.
If you would like to leave a comment on that issue dealing with New York City and that proposal,
I have the
takeoff and landing. What happened?
I believe I uploaded the link for the PDF to
Oh,
those guys group. I'm actually going there now.
well, there actually is a link that you can get the PDF. It's on where did I get it from?
It's in the those guys link.
You have it there? Because I have it. I got it off of
Facebook. If you remember a Facebook group, those guys.
Whatever. But I got it. I got it, and I put the link in the description.
Okay.
Below.
What'll happen is, if you're not familiar with PDFs, it'll automatically down the PDF to you with active links.
Well, it'll actually open you up straight to the page where you can leave your comment.
Oh, you put that link. Okay, even better.
Yeah. It'll open straight up to where you can leave your comment, voice your opinion on it. It's a little bit ridiculous, and the first day that I saw it and we spoke about it on the stream, I took it a little personal, because for somebody that has just started doing this regularly, or I would want to say regularly, for professionally, to have something like this happen in your home state where you've registered your business and everything, is like a slap in the face to say, like, you're not even gonna. This would make it almost impossible to operate in this city. And when we talk about this city, we're not like, and like Lawrence mentioned, that Eddie was on Drone Nation, and that stream they had was a great stream. Eddie mentioned something that is true. New York City is not just Manhattan that everybody sees, the Empire State Building and, the Freedom Tower, or which was once the World Trade Center, and the Chrysler Building. Oh, New York City. Yeah, we live amongst big buildings and stuff like that, but we don't live down the street from the Empire State Building.
True.
New York City is made up of 5 boroughs, and most of us live in the outer boroughs
of Manhattan. Keep in mind, I think
Manhattan is just a smaller part of the city.
I think statistically there's like 6 million or 6.5 people living on the island of Manhattan, but another 8 million commute in to Manhattan to work. So
so when you start getting into that, but that's neither here nor there. But to say, like, some of the things that, like, what construction sites and stuff like that are going on and doing work, you can't, there's no way possible for you to even put in to say, okay, I'm going to put in an application to fly on this date. Because construction sites, I showed this last week, they give us the dates that they want to do certain things.
Right. They let us know.
Okay, but if let's say it rains.
Yeah. Or even more so, we have a situation.
They can't do that. We had an incident where there was an accident at the site, not amongst anything to have to do with the building of the site. It was a car accident.
Yeah.
And it was impossible for them to do what they needed to do. So it shifted everything back a few days.
That's
so
right.
that means that
we were supposed to be
what
there.
I'm supposed to do for them, I can't do now because the application that I have with the city to fly for that day is null and void. Because what? There was no reason why you didn't fly. Why you didn't fly? Well, you know why I didn't fly. You had the scene of an accident, right? We said, well, you didn't fly that day. So, okay, so it's ridiculous. And it would make, and a lot of it, where does the data go? It goes to the customer. What does he do with it? I don't know what he does with it. This is his. Where can you find it? The customer has it. I listen. There's a lot of that information that they want. Oh, now you can have my information for my insurance and stuff like that. Fine, but I think the way we operate and the way operations are done now is fine with a land system and stuff like that, and the fact that we went above and beyond and even notified the precinct in the area that we would be there.
And the local prison.
Well, there's a jail there, so that was just inevitable to have to notify them that we were there. You know.
But the point is, on July 7th, I will be there personally. I'm going to try and get the hour before the courthouse opens. I know there are a few people in New York that can make it and should be and will be there. Mm-hmm. If you can make it, please, we need as many drone pilots. Herman says in the description, there's a link where you can leave a comment. Even if you don't live in New York, mm-hmm. leave a comment anyway. How ludicrous it is for Part 107 drone pilot to get work. Listen to what but listen to what they want. But if 30 days in advance of the day you need to fly, they want you to submit all of these things. Your drone insurance, of course, your Part 107 certificate. What else we need, Herman? You need.
Well, they need to know where your data is going.
Yes.
Where it can be found.
Going.
Where it can be found.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of stuff that it'll make it very important. And all of what happened with trying to deal with this and your customer is they just won't hire people to do this.
And like Herman said, we were asked to be somewhere on a certain day, and the day that we showed up, there was an accident. A car I jumped through the scaffold, right? The car went through the scaffold.
Yeah, but either, but there's those things you can't control certain things.
Right, but if we had a waiver
and to pinpoint
supposed to, Herman, we have that for that day. We didn't schedule a flight for the following day.
Well, see, this is the thing. You're asking pilots to need things that are not necessary for the things that they're actually doing.
Right. But if you can be there,
honestly, okay, right. What we're doing, other than Lance approval, what else is necessary? We're not doing anything above and beyond the scope of Part 107. True. So we don't need any waivers.
As a drone service, exactly. We're not flying in Manhattan. Okay, Manhattan's a completely different story. You guys,
right? I get that, and that's not what that's not what they're saying. They're saying the whole of New York City. I don't really want to spend too much time talking about it because I think that I talked about a lot. It's coming down to the end now. Like, what is it? Next week is the week, or the week after. Yeah, the week after next is, the date of this hearing. It's in One Police Plaza, and I feel that anybody who can voice their opinion, please voice your opinion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much that's it. But getting on with the live stream.
Oh yeah, that
behind here.
That was on, I'm going to send it to you so you can have it. Lawrence, I'm going to get that to you. Just give me a couple of seconds and I'll get that to you.
Then I can post the link.
Right, I'll get that to you in a few.
Send it to me on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Okay. But anyway, happy Wednesday, happy hump day to you all. Welcome to Wednesday nights with those guys. Sorry we kind of went a little squirrel, but this is
no, because I wanted to mention this. And I did want to mention to everyone that there was a link for it.
Yeah. Even if you don't live in New York, leave a comment. How ludicrous is it? If you're a Part 107 pilot and you have your insurance, okay, I'll show my insurance. I'll show my certificate numbers also. I'll even let you know what they have.
But what am I doing there? That contract information, if you read some of these contracts, like I can't.
They're asking you to give up client information.
Right. You can't give up their information in the terms of their contracts.
Right.
So what I'm doing there, I'm doing it for them. What do they want? Best ask them.
Is there any way you could give me about 2 minutes?
Sure. I sent you the
Okay, when I come back, you got to give me 2 minutes.
Okay, 2 minutes he needs. Doom, 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 doom. No, but yeah, I just think that some of what they're asking for will make such, like, for a small business, almost impossible to. That wasn't even like 45 seconds, bro.
Yeah, I know.
You got time. I just think it would make it impossible for a small businessman to operate under such conditions. That means I wouldn't be able to take any immediate work right away that came about, and that would make it almost, like I said, impossible.
Here it is
for a small guy to work. Like, okay, you remember? Okay,
there.
All right. For instance, Lawrence, the first job that those guys Ariel had, right, when with Hank.
Yeah, I remember that.
We would not have been able to do that job based on this.
That's true. That's true, because we would have never got that job. It was the right place, the right time, Herman. And he asked us to record him being recorded by New York One. And then New York One wind up using your footage on their news, on their morning segment. Yeah, that was the first those guys' job. I didn't think about that.
Right. So we wouldn't even have been able to do that under these rules, because he saw us.
Okay, finish. I got 2 minutes.
Now he wants to take the rest of his 2 minutes. Yo, you got a minute and a half, bro. Okay. Yeah. So the guy saw us flying. We were out just bullshitting, burning off some batteries. And the guy saw us and he asked us if we fly professionally. I said, well, we are both Part 107 pilots. And he said that they're doing a story on him for News One. And they don't have a drone pilot. And he knows they don't have a drone pilot because they told him that they were going to shoot from the shore, and he wanted to take their people out on the water, and he wanted the footage for himself. So he hired me to come out and shoot that. And once I shot that for him, News One asked me, because they couldn't see where they were out in the water, if they could use my footage, and they hired me for the footage. So that was how we first started that was the first job that we got. So that was months ago, back in the last summer. But under the rules of what they're proposing, I wouldn't have been able to do that job because they are asking for 30 days for flight. This was from one day to the next. So in a small business that you need to take on whatever work comes your way, provided it can be done legally,
Yeah.
You're not able to do some of this work because then you don't have the time to say that I got to apply 30 days plus I got to tell them why I'm doing this for you and what I'm attempting to do and the altitude and all this that I'm going to be flying at, and maybe I might pick my nose at 2:00 just before takeoff and wipe my pants at 3 minutes into flight. I don't know. It's stupidness, but they want a lot of information. I mean, for certain things, it can be done. Yes, I'm not going to say no, but for most things, no, because things are always being rescheduled. Especially if you're working in the world of construction.
Yeah,
things are always being rescheduled. But what we supposed to have coming up next, some leaks, some more rumors. But Lawrence, we gotta get a break from the spot for our sponsor. My glass is almost. I need ice for my apple juice.
Well, you can go ahead and get that in.
Wednesday Night with Those Guys is sponsored by Those Guys. I still say it sounds like they're echoing or they're like in a tunnel.
And yeah, it probably is. It probably is. I'm sure.
Jim's droning. What should I do? What now? Earlier? What?
Jim's droning says do it earlier.
Do what earlier?
I'm so good looking. It gives the community a reason not to like me still. Dan the man, what's good, man? Hope all is well. If you haven't looked at a video on this remote ID stuff, check out Dan's stuff.
Lord.
No, he was actually professional and didn't tell a joke or nothing.
I didn't expect him to tell a joke. I expected him to tell the hard, honest truth.
Yes. He was honest and blunt, and a lot of stuff that he mentioned did make sense. A lot of you guys out there that are doing videos, I saw it. Dan's I Fix Shit, XJet. There's a few guys out there putting out remote ID videos. Even I give kudos to Draymond for putting out, because he's kind of like the voice of calm right now. Draymond's like, look, just calm down. It's going to happen. Just like you complained about Lance and you said, oh, they're not going to tell me how high I can fly. Well, millions of you have used Lance and we're still flying.
No. See, here's the problem. I'm more worried about this thing that New York City is asking for. That's I remember in construction, right? Have a set of rules that are stayed aside by OSHA for us to operate. But then the construction companies, the general contractors, wanted to supersede OSHA. You understand? OSHA said that I needed a pair of safety goggles when performing a task where needing a pair of safety goggles. So because the insurance companies for these construction companies said, listen, if you can get the guys to wear their safety goggles all the time, we can give you a discount on your insurance. So what happens is they start enforcing you got to keep the goggles on even when you go to the bathroom or when you're walking around, even if you're not doing anything that you need the safety glasses. And I'm like, this is utterly stupid.
It is, but for someone to get a check, you know how that goes.
I had a guy once told me if I want to eat lunch on the job site, I got to have my safety glasses.
Eating lunch.
Yeah.
You can get a piece of lettuce, cut your eyelid or something. I don't know.
Listen.
To eat lunch, you had to wear safety goggles.
Yeah.
That makes no damn sense.
So I said you get these college-educated dudes on the job, young men and women that never swung a hammer before in their life.
I was going to say the ones that are book smart and you tell them to bring me that hammer and they hurt themselves picking it up.
No, they bring you the wrench after breaking the fingernail or pricking their finger. Yeah.
Yeah. I know the type. There are too many in the business world, but what can we do about it?
Yeah, I know. But yeah, you know what? The leaks and rumors continue, Lawrence. Last week we spoke on some leaks and some rumors, right? Here we had a whole session on it. And we left off with what the RC N2 and the RC2, right? The DJI RC2, right?
Yep.
We left off, right? Because we saw the rumors and the pictures that was dropped on that, right? We saw that, all that stuff, right? No, not that one. That's the recent.
Price.
That's the newest one.
It's prior to this, minus the price. My bad. Yeah. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you know, Igor was hot on top of this one because, like, but we first did this, right? When we first started talking about these leaks, we knew from before the leaks came out originally that this guy was the one that was supposed to be doing the campaign on the leaks and rumors. He was the spearhead this one. Remember the week before they started the leaks and rumors, how he had the little conversation that was on what was that, DJI Global. So now all of these come down. We saw that last week, right? We saw that with the one with the two controllers, and then we saw, what was it, Mr. Bogdanov, Igor had a picture that came out, right? That had what happened?
The one with the kid sitting on the wall? No.
Well, yes.
That was one of the first that I saw.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that is the picture that I'm referring to. Yeah. The one with the kid sitting on top of the wall, where the caption asked, you know, what remote control are you testing? Right. Now, I don't know if that's clear or not to you, but if you
I can pull it up.
It's the same type of, I don't know, like it looks like a phone, right? They're on there.
Yeah, it's right here. Yes.
I don't know. Is it going back to the phone system that everybody got used to, the controller with the screens?
You know what it is? This way they can sell you a cheaper controller without a screen, and if you want to use your phone, look at it.
Well, we've already had that.
That's true.
What are they doing? Are they coming with a better version of that controller? So what are we going to see next? The face of that controller?
Probably, but notice is a darker gray than the standard N1 controller, and the cell phone does fit on top of it, just like the original N1 controller. We were thinking maybe that they took the N1 and put antennas on it or something, but we see what it is.
The RC what was it? The RC N1 did have antennas. That was what held your cell phone in place.
Yes, which was very.
And I didn't really like that design because it kept it flat, as opposed to you being able to hold your controller somewhat flat or on a 15-degree angle and still have your screen so whereas you can look at it, as opposed to having the controller. If you held the controller flat, then your screen would be flat. If you held your screen up, then your controller would be upright. I didn't really care for that. So they had 101 tablet adapters and you know.
Yeah, I gave away a couple of adapters. Remember you?
I have a few. I got a real nice one. I actually have a real nice one that'll probably work with almost any kind of contraption.
Well, the one that you gave me, I kept that one and gave away a couple of my other cell phone and tablet holders.
The one I gave you is probably the lightest one that I come across.
And one of the best ones that's why I kept it too, because I still fly my Mavic Pro, which requires a tablet. So I have this little tiny controller and then I have a 10-inch tablet on top of it. But that's what I use. As far as
the guy is staring at a tablet.
But getting back to this picture, I wanted to pull this picture back up real quick because I wanted to point out something that I personally noticed, and I'm not going to play the disclaimer and all of that bull all over again. But immediately I had said, there's a cell phone on top of this controller right here. I had immediately noticed that. I didn't know what this white thing was, but I said they're bringing back, instead of creating the N2 with the screen, which is what I thought, they made it so that if you want to use your cell phone, which most people of his age are going to prefer.
JSK. Well, see, honestly, I don't really think that it is. I just think that it's just a different design, and no one will know until we can actually see the whole controller.
Of the controller,
because that doesn't look small.
It doesn't, because if this is the N2 controller, I did mention also, this looks a little bit shorter than the N1 controller.
Listen, bro, I can find an RC N1 at the floor, at the top of a hat anywhere in this house.
You trip over them at night going to the bathroom?
What? Listen, it's not much bigger or smaller than that.
Yeah.
If you really want to get down to it.
True. But we shall
look at the side of it. Look, no, put that picture back up, right?
Hold on. I'll bring it right up right now. Give me a second. Right there. Yeah.
That's not what you're looking at right there on the side. It's just a different color.
Yeah, I did notice that also. It's a different shade of gray. They're playing around. They're really working.
And the antenna pull-up joint is in here.
Just like that. You're one right, which I thought was a flaw, but it worked it served its purpose when it first came out. You're right. The antenna piece comes up, you slide the phone in.
If you were a phone guy.
True, if you're a phone guy. If you're 59 years old like me and can spot a golf ball 150 yards away in the grass, but can't read a restaurant menu.
A Western one?
The RC controller or the RC Pro, which I own both of.
If anyone's interested, I got 50 of these. If you look,
you see all those boxes behind Herman, each one of them came with an N1. Okay, that's all I'm saying. So if you want to build a house, I think to make a perfect square, you need 6 of them.
You're stupid.
So I'm just saying, I mean.
I need 6 of them?
Yeah. Hey, what's up, JSK? Hope all is well.
So if anybody is interested.
If you haven't clicked the like button, please do. We'd appreciate that very, very much. But getting back to the leaks, that's what the N2, probably in a week or so, because it's doubted that they will actually release the Air 3 before
really?
They claim.
You think so? Well, let's go on. Because now we see pictures, right? Right? Because I told you, a couple of these dudes produced some pictures, but now we see, what's his name here? Igor.
The fort.
Igor produced those pictures that you showed earlier, one of them that you showed earlier with the prices on it. But we also know that along the way, going down the whole line, your old buddy, Osita LV or Osita.
Or Osita Live or whatever.
Yeah, whatever you want to call him, Osita LV. He jumped on the bandwagon, was it a couple of days ago? Or was it, day before yesterday, early in the morning. And he had, what was that picture with the blue Crocs boy, with the drone in the picture, right? Somebody killing somebody out there.
Which picture?
The one with the kid with the blue Crocs.
I got you. I see. I got you. I had to search for it and I had it loaded. Here it is. Because I queue up certain pictures and then I go according to what you were speaking on. Here's the blue Croc, dude.
Yeah, he had a picture with the kid with the blue Crocs and the picture of what was supposedly to be this drone that everybody's
The
crazy
Air
over.
3.
And Igor had a picture of what was supposedly the picture of the drone, also with the kid with the blue Crocs.
Yeah, the kid.
And he also had a caption in that video
better
that we're keeping a close eye on you.
Right, and I think he was hinting at the dual camera.
Right, exactly.
A close eye on you, close as
so now we also had an old veteran in DJI's marketing and promotions team, Kanjaji or Kanjazi or however you want to pronounce his name. I do not know.
Right.
But he came out with a picture I thought was a little interesting because it had what we believe to be the Air 3 and what they said was supposed to be the Mini 4 Pro. Now, I'm not saying it. This is what I'm looking at, and this is what I'm seeing.
Right here.
No, that's not it. The picture with the from
this one. With the okay, yeah, because it shows right here on the upper right and the lower left right hand corner supposed to be the Mini 4.
Right.
I don't know what this one in the middle is, but looking like an RTK unit on top of the drone.
Yeah, so I don't know what that is.
But hold on. You know DJI is famous for showing you shit, and you're looking at this Mini 4 on the right. You're looking at it here.
That ain't the same drone.
The Air 3, it's not the same drone of any of these. Exactly.
That's not the same drone. That drone that you see there, the arms are up.
Yes, they are. Yes, they all fold up, but they all fold under also, it looks like.
I don't know, but they're up above the drone.
And the camera.
Right.
But getting back to what you were saying about the Mini 4, looks more frogish. It still looks like it has that vertical camera, the camera that can spin vertically.
I don't know. Is that a Mini 4? I mean, we don't know. I mean,
true.
This is what these guys are leaking. And you know, these guys they don't leak this stuff for no reason.
Of course not.
I know they leak it because I know they know we speak it.
Build it and they will come.
Right. And I think that's why I said to you about the whole the Mavic 3 Pro. Even if they hadn't planned to build one, they were going to because you won't let them not.
True.
Now, if you want to look at that in comparison to the
already you have, you're right,
Mini
Super Frog, Warren.
3, I mean, it doesn't bubble up that the sensors on the front don't leap up off of the drone like how that design is there.
Hey, what's up? Lon said, do you have that? Lon was right ready.
What happened?
Lon says, do you have, it looks like a bunch of prototypes, exactly. When
right.
He said, have that, Lon was right ready. Well, we don't
have the Lon was right ready?
Yeah, that's what he just put.
About what?
His prediction of what?
Well, for the OcuSync 4?
I'm guessing.
Well, like I said before, because of the and I say it all the time, because of the nature of the community constantly asking the next, and the next. I think that DJI is starting to move the pace with what the next out of everybody's mouth.
Down and
then what the problem and I don't disbelieve what you're saying. What I'm saying is, I understand that, Lon. Well, what I'm saying is, when they went and they changed the sensor size from the Air
cell phone camera,
the Air 2 to when they came up with the Air 2S. That was a similar launch to what they did with the Phantom 4 Pro. Where you change the sensor size, you changed the operating system, you put sensors on a drone for the first time all around the drone. Understandable. When they did that with the Air 2S, it may have been a time for that next leap. But we just dropped a $2,000 drone and then a whole 7 series of drones, 7 drones on that whole platform. And a $1,200 controller. And now you're going to change the operating system after a year and a half, 2 years?
I don't know if this is
almost 2 years. Where is that with the smart controllers? Hold on, give me a second. When the smart controller had more than a 2-year shelf life to fly the drones that they have, because how long was the Mavic 2? How long was that out? Shit, I know how long this has been around using the what do you call it? The smart controller.
Right.
You know, that's been on the smart controller for more than 2 years.
Right.
So now when you just came out with the RC Pro.
Talking 2018 since the Mavic 2 Pro.
Right. So now what I'm saying to you, when you came out with this, the Mavic 3, right? Now keep in mind, when they came out with the Air 2S, everybody wanted to know if it was going to work on a smart controller because, we got the smart controller. But then when they came out with the RC Pro, you realize that with the Fly app, it worked better on the RC Pro than it did on the smart controller.
Right, but
you get a lot of lag and stuff with that operating system on the smart controller.
That's true. That's what the main concern was.
And that is my main concern with you even trying to give me an update for this controller that's going to make these newer drones, because truthfully speaking, for the RC Pro users, you got one drone on that controller because you didn't buy the RC Pro to fly a Mini. I know you didn't do that. I know you didn't do that.
It's true. But
I know you didn't do that.
Hold on a sec, Herman. I wanted to respond to what Lon had put, because he in one statement it says the OcuSync 4, he believes OcuSync 4 is coming out, but then it comes back and says, and I agree with you on this.
Disbelieve him.
The balls haven't dropped on the Mini 3 Pro, and you're already talking about the Mini 4.
Right.
Pro. Right. So, and this is what leads me to believe that maybe they won't be coming out with an OcuSync 4 for another year or two, or like maybe that's what I'm hoping.
Well,
but
I don't think so.
I don't know. I personally don't know. I can't say whether they're coming out with OcuSync 4 or OcuSync 12. Honestly, I don't give a fuck. I'm happy with what I got.
But that's not the point.
Yeah.
That's not the point. The point is that the community keeps asking for stuff.
And DJI keeps dropping it.
The community keeps getting pushed this stuff because we keep asking for it.
Oh, he wants to know, why is it so important for the question is I have, why is it so important due to the Air 3 to work with the RC Pro? I get what you're saying.
Because it's a controller that costs a lot of money.
The Mavic 3.
It's a controller that costs a lot of money. And if you bought it when you bought your Mavic 3, which is what they marketed with, I know you didn't buy it hoping that they were going to produce minis for you to fly with it.
Yeah.
So for you to market a controller that I can fly with multiple drones, I would figure you would keep this controller around longer. Look at the people that bought into the whole Crystal Sky thing.
Yeah, and got fucked over.
You might as well bought a tablet that you can renew on your whole membership plan with your local cell phone carrier. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Start buying all of this DJI stuff. You end up building a house with it. Anywhere I turn it, I can find an RCN1 controller. And am I using it? No, because everything could be flown on either the smart controller or the RC Pro. And am I flying all of those minis? No.
Yeah.
The Mini 3 or the Pro came with its own controller. I fly it with that.
Mm-hmm. I get it.
The Mini 2, I fly it with the smart controller.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to expect.
The Phantom 4 V2, smart controller.
But like you said, what my thing is with DJI, you don't know what to think, what to suspect. They show
I know what to think. I know what to think. They're going to come out with it whether you want it or not. Why? Because we keep calling for the new stuff. And the guys keep saying, you know, have you really gotten to the full potential of what you got? You know, even last night, your man Igor had a picture of this Mini 4. Come on, are you serious? Mini 4 Pro?
Yeah. And the 3.
You got 100 flights yet? Come on.
Does the Mini 3 have 6 months under its belt yet?
Yeah, because I had it down in Florida last summer.
Okay. All right. So it just broke a year. The Mini 3 just broke a year. And come on, do you mean the shelf life of these drones are going to be a year? I don't think so.
Before they start pushing the new stuff?
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
But they're getting like cell phones.
That's where the problem lies.
Well, you know what's funny? That's how I found out about Parrot, because they used to sell them in the Sprint store. They used to sell them in the Sprint store. You know, like if you if you get like if you get a cell phone, you can get a discount if you purchase and you got such and such amount of time to pay it off, like with the speakers.
Yeah,
that's how they was doing
they Parrot. It away like they were selling the smartwatches.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like the promotions.
Yeah.
That's how I saw. That's how I found out about Parrot.
Parrot drone with your phone. Okay, even rhymes. Let's get back online here.
I'm still talking about drones.
Yeah, we are. This
but I just like seriously with this here with DJI, I know what to expect. I mean, DJI will keep pushing products as long as guys keep calling for it. You know, if guys are satisfied with what they got and stop.
Unfortunately,
stop saying the next is coming out. The next. You know, when they put out the Mavic 3, the guy that wasn't going to buy one, you know what he put in the chat or in his comments anywhere? Yeah, but it don't say Pro on it.
You see what Lon put? He said, I used the Crystal Sky to fly the Mavic 2 Pro and could still be using it to fly the Mavic 2 Pro. It didn't burst into flame the day the smart controller came out.
Yeah, but what else are you going to fly with it after that? When they stop support on that drone and that drone is no longer around, where are you going to go with that Crystal Sky that's still in good function, good, clean, functional working? That's my point.
No, Elon gets it. Elon's got jokes. He gets the point. And
I'm going to build a fucking house with some of these controllers.
That's what it's coming to. Between the controllers. Yeah,
and then you put out another drone in 6 months with another controller, the same controller, and don't give me the opportunity to purchase the thing without the controller for 6 months to a year. You got to be kidding me.
There it is. Pretty much.
And then that controller doesn't work well. Why? Because on a different operating system. I got lag on it. Why? It's a different operator. You got to get that under controller. So I got to get that under control.
Yeah, Jim's droning, same thing too. He's got, I think Jim's droning had 2 of them. If that's what he's saying, 2 of them, you pee me off. we understand. It's.
I want to put them all in a box, and I'm going to send them back to DJI and let them do what they want.
Could you imagine?
They'll probably send it back to you as RCN2s.
They'll probably sell them back, right? Right. No one is stopping you from using your RC Pro to fly the drones you brought it to fly. Fear out is
what?
real.
The Pro? The
fear of missing out.
The Mavic 3?
Ray Kelly, what's good, man? How are you? Hope all is well. I don't know whether you're.
Let's just hope that if they did an update for it, it actually works. That's all I'm saying to you, and not cripple this thing. The people who buy these products are working people. They're not millionaires. Some of the guys in the community are retired guys on a fixed income. They're not millionaires, but it's a hobby that they love. And for DJI to keep pumping and pumping and pumping stuff, and every 6 months, it don't really work with it. It kind of work with it.
Yeah.
That ain't cool.
Keeping up with the Joneses. Keeping up with the Joneses. What's good, Ray Kelly? Hope all is well. You guys click that like button if you haven't already.
Well, a guy should be able to buy whatever drone he feels that.
I agree.
But if he spent his money on a universal controller that you said you came out with, right? And he bought the flagship drone that you came out with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then next year, you came out with a new controller. That controller only worked for that and the back, the lower tier drones. Come on, man. Let's be real. Not everybody that's out there buying 100 drones.
That's true.
But the guy that bought that Mavic 3
is barely more than a year old. You're 100% right about it. It's coming up close, but it's barely more than a year.
It's a year. So it's over a year.
They topped it off with the Pro.
With seven different versions of the damn thing.
Yeah. And
do they have the lawnmower version yet?
People bought every version. What happened?
Do they have the lawnmower version yet?
The lawnmower version. That's a good one.
Oh shit! They got the Mavic 3, the Classic, the Pro, the Enterprise,
the Sin,
the Thermal, the Sin. Then you doubled up on the Sin on everything else on the Pro. And then you came out with the Enterprise, right? And the Thermal, the multispectral, right? Come on, there's like 40 different versions of this thing.
Like Lon says, if you have the Mavic 3, don't even look at the Air 3. Stop it. Get help. You couldn't have said it any better.
You know what? Somebody time Lon now. No.
You say he's
no, stop. Leave him alone.
He's gonna start a riot in here. Mavic 3 owners against everyone else, right? I agree with you 100%.
No, you're right, Lon. I just don't want to buy more controllers.
True.
Because I know I'm gonna buy more drones. I just don't want to buy more controllers.
Why do you think DJI started selling these drones by themselves? They know everyone's got 5.
But how long you gotta wait?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Hey,
and
what's
then you
up?
got some guys that they gotta have it. Or
they jonesing, right?
You know what I'm saying? They gotta have it, and you not putting them out, so they end up with another controller.
Fly the drone you have. Never brought was not Air Design their Mavics.
What happened?
Jim's droning. He says never brought an Air 2 line because they're not the Air Design their Mavics. I get what he's saying.
I got it, but I don't know. I don't know, but it is what it is.
But I tell people this all the time, Lon. Learn to use what you fucking have first. Learn to use that. Oh, I just got the Mavic 3 Sin, but the Mavic 3 Pro just came out and it has a better camera.
Ask him why he got a Mavic 3 Classic.
Yeah.
Ask him why he got a Mavic 3 Classic.
Who?
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to him.
Why do I have a Mavic 3 Classic?
Because your Air 2S is not about what, 2 years old?
Yeah, you're right. I have a Mavic 3 Classic, an Air 2S, and the next drone I would probably buy
is the Air 3.
Mavic 3 Enterprise. That's what I'm looking at. I'm not looking at nothing else. Nothing else.
Last week he told me that he wanted the Mavic 3 Pro, and if there was a reason to get the Air 3, he might consider it. But
yeah, depending on the specs. Well, you say I'm Jones,
but use what you got and learn to love it.
You're right.
So if you only got oatmeal, eat it every day because that's what you got. Learn to love it.
Air 2S, Herman. I love my Mavic 3 Classic. I love my Mavic Pro. I still have it. I still use it. Okay. Bird has its own use. Mavic 3 better than Classic. Right.
What?
DJI is actually trying to bring in new customers, expand their
You're
market.
right.
They aren't necessarily after existing customers, but it's the existing customers that are on their line going, Imhotep. You've seen
with some of this new stuff that's going on, I ain't picking up new customers. What? New?
Telling the new people.
New customers? Man, listen, you're making people afraid to fly drones in America. New customers, the old customers don't want to fly no more.
Yeah, for real. Especially with the shit they're trying to pull in New York. Especially with the stuff they're trying to pull in New York.
You show some of the stuff we know to new customers, they're like, what? Excuse me, but where your handheld cameras at? Excuse me, where your handheld cameras at?
Exactly. You mean to tell me I'm going to spend $2,500 on accessories and then 6 months later
I'll buy a handheld gimbal.
Yeah.
No, but you know what, Lawrence?
Yeah.
You know those guys that do those Insta360.
Oh,
the company that revolutionized 360 video.
Yes.
People make, I don't know if you can see it, but this it's in the corner. This sphere. Put it the Air series.
Yeah,
that one. Those people. Well, they've released a tiny powerhouse of a camera that seems to be pretty interesting. Well,
I agree.
Well, according to them, it's called the was it the Go 3? Well, the Go 3 is here. And it's a nice little camera. Pretty, right?
Yeah.
You got sound on that?
Yeah, if you guys can see that, I'm waiting for something to come up. I think I'm zoomed in too much.
Oh, you zoomed in too much? How much are you zoomed in?
Oh, there we go. There it is, full screen. There we go. Go ahead.
Yeah, you got volume on that?
Oh no. Duh.
Duh.
You're
supposed to have what was it?
I had the wrong thing queued up. My bad.
I know. I see.
Here we go. Your Insta360. Huh? no control.
I can't wait to get out there in the water.
This is winter paradise.
We have arrived in Paris.
Looks like a new vlogging device.
Well, it does look like a nice little camera.
And the first version they had out the Go 2 did pretty good. It was just the resolution. Great advertisement though. It's crazy. And it's waterproof. And she's waterproof.
Yeah, they put out a nice little video on this thing. And they're really trying to push this camera with that video. It's a nice little video. A lot of the things that I see with it, I saw featured on the Action 3. I had the Action 3 here earlier today. I don't know what happened to it.
See, there are a few responses, and I got to get to these real quick before you go on.
Yeah.
But one guy, Brooklyn Jimmy, says they missed out with the 4K. I agree totally.
Oh,
and
I agree with you totally on that. Totally agree with you on that. You know, it's designed, you know, with all of the same things. It's an action camera, what they're trying to push. And it's designed to do all of the things that you would do with an action cam, which ride it on your bike, your motorcycle, you know, take it underwater with you. They really have pushed it that way. And the price is reasonable, but the fact that you can get the Action 3 that does almost everything that this thing, does everything that this thing does and more.
Right.
For, you know,
for $329.
Honestly, less money.
Yeah, $329. That's all.
And this here has different versions that have different prices. You know, because this ranges anywhere from $379 to what, $429.99?
No. From $379, it goes as high. From what I can see here, they have the action kit for $414. They have the travel kit for $429, the water sports kit for $453, and then you have the bike kit, which is $469. Now the creator kit supposedly is out of stock. You have different memory capacities as well. The 32 gig,
that's what I mean.
It starts at $379, and here's you have the 128 also.
Right.
That probably goes up to that $469 price.
With DJI, I can just put the memory card in.
Yeah, and go. You're right. But what's cool about this, and I have it on screen, is the fact that this form factor, they did well with the Go 2. They did very well with it. This little shape, I thought it wouldn't be
it's a nice little camera.
Strong enough, but FPV World proved that it was.
I
see a lot of FPV footage with the Go 2, and this actual unit by itself. You can get a 3D print on Thingiverse for this.
Yeah, for that one little piece, that one unit.
But it's exactly. Now the fact that they have this harness here, I'm trying to get to the picture there.
It has a lot of the magnetic clips and stuff like that. I like how it's set up. It's a very nice camera. Where they really miss is, like he said, really is the 4K. Because for that price range, you could have put the 4K in there. I don't know if you're paying for the quality. I really would like to see this thing tested. You know, is the quality better?
It is, James. It's a gimmick camera because everyone wants smaller. Everyone wants smaller and better. And Brooklyn Jimmy says where they lost out.
It is smaller, but does it perform better? That's what I'd like to know.
Well, the highest resolution is 2.7K and the lowest is 1440. If you go to YouTube,
the highest is 1440.
Oh, the highest is 1440, and I thought it had
No, look at it real good.
I could be wrong.
Start getting into resolution.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
1440 is what they call in, like, okay, you look at a television or a computer aspect ratio or a monitor, that's what they call 5K.
But it says Chris 2.7 video also.
Yeah, I see that. No, I saw that. But when you get into the specs of it,
it's 1440 standard where the go-to. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Let me pull this back up. Where the go-to was only 1080p, which I thought was a downfall of that.
Right.
Oh,
so you got now up to
$200. You're only getting 1440,
and that's where my problem is, because I had the action here earlier today, the action 3. What did I do with it? I lost it.
Now I have to keep in mind
that for that price range, does it perform better? That's what I'd like to know.
Exactly. I that's interesting, because from what I understand, the FPV world didn't think that the Go-2 would survive, and a lot. Casey Neistat did a neat video on it as well. That Go-2 survived the world of FPV.
How was it though?
People that lost cameras though, because it's so small. I know a lot of people lost the camera. But if you were able to recover the footage, it was okay, and it was durable. Here you have 1440 promise.
How did they lose the camera?
How did they lose the camera? A lot of times you hit something at 60 miles per hour, everything goes in every direction.
Oh, don't crash then.
Yeah. But the FPV world,
that's your answer.
They did prove that this camera was durable, at least with the Go-2. Is it the same thickness? You know how they make things better and cheaper. Who knows? I haven't seen any reviews with the camera, and until then, I will hold judgment. But I think it's a good idea. Let's see if it sells like anything else.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, true. Lawrence,
let's see where it goes. I wish them luck. I hope it does. The form factor, the fact that it clips on, you can put on the neck chain and it clips there. They have here's some very important factor that I do like though. By itself, individually, it has a 45-minute battery life. But if you plug it into the action camera socket, yes, that raises it to 170 minutes battery life.
Yeah, that's what they call that little dock system that they have. Yeah, that's what it is you're calling about.
Yeah,
the action pod.
Yeah, O3 air unit replacing camera mounts in FPV. Exactly, Jim's droning. And in fact,
it's called an action pod, Lawrence, because it can operate on its own, or it can operate as a dual system with a monitor and
Yes, that's important too, because it does separate and you can control it. You can control the actual camera from that action pod. I did see.
Yeah, it operates as a single unit, or it can operate as a control with a monitor, and you can control the camera yourself, which was a nice feature. That's why I said it does have lower resolution than a lot of the other action cams out there, and they're known for their 360 camera quality. I just want to know if for doing what an action camera does, you may not mind the lower resolution as much if it performs better for the price.
I see that, but here's my issue. I need action cam footage, and they need it in 4K 30.
Well, then they don't buy it.
That eliminates that camera.
No, you're right. You don't buy this.
Yeah.
And I say the same thing because I'm looking at the price range of it.
Yeah, for $329, you can get an Action 3 today. Not even an Action 2, an Action 3 for $329.
I don't even know what happened to it. It was here. It disappeared.
Well, listen, we got a one-shot video.
Yeah.
I'd like to set up. It's a 3-minute video. Kudos to the guy flying this. His name is Mr. Get One.
Yes,
Mr. Get One. Okay. I always watch these one-shot videos and I try my best to see where they're flying from. And it was revealed to me in the video. And the vantage point where the gentleman was optimum to shoot this entire video.
Sending one shots in.
Yeah, that's another thing. We're looking for you to send in your Avata one-shot videos, guys, so we can show them on here. We're not talking about you're flying through here, cutscene. No, it's got to be one battery, one shot. Okay, just like this one is from the beginning to the end. And we'll start featuring Avata one-shot videos here on Wednesday nights with those guys. Okay. Flip sides are crazy.
You walked out the door. Gotta get over myself. The drinks they don't help. I've got to at least try. Was spinning out of control.
Shoot a video with both FPV and camera.
If I follow, will it turn the ship around? If I let go, will it leave?
Obviously, he's not afraid to fly over water.
Gotta get over myself. This can't be farewell. I've got to at least try.
And if you're wondering who's standing behind him, it's his girlfriend. And I'll explain why she's doing that after the video. So don't forget to send in your Avata one-shot so we can feature them here on Wednesday nights with those guys.
Just another night, just another fight. Will it be alright? 'Cause now you're outside. Gotta get over myself. The drinks, they don't help. I've got to
beautiful place to fly. Guy waving at the drone. Oh, he's waving at the guys on the cliff. They don't even see the drone.
Probably not.
I thought, no, at first I thought he was waving at the drone. He's waving at them on the cliff.
If I let go, will it leave me here to drown? Gotta get over myself. This can't be farewell. I've got to at least try. If I follow, will you turn the ship around?
It's almost done.
As I'm slowly sinking down.
Oh, like, how do you dance to that?
That's that headbanger shit. You know, that's what that is. I couldn't see
No, but
that.
That's a nice little video.
But shout out to Mr. Get One. We've tried to contact the gentleman.
Well, yeah, he did it. He
we told him we'd give him full credit for the video and everything. So send in your Avata one-shot videos, guys. All of you guys out there, it is modular, like I see what they're saying in it. But we're looking for your Avata videos, Avata one-shot videos, guys. One battery, one flight.
Lawrence, I wanted to mention something, and I've been meaning to mention it for a couple of weeks now, and
Should I hit the disclaimer button?
If you feel like it.
The views and opinions tonight are not necessarily the views and opinions of everybody on the panel and or in the chat.
Well, one of the other gentlemen on YouTube that does live streams, Legend Big.
Yes.
He had I guess a giveaway. I don't know. And Gary, from Brand Aerials, Gary.
Yes.
Gary, yeah, he I believe won the was supposed to receive the a mug. And
right.
Legend Big to send it to me, and I received it. I sent him. He asked me to send him a selfie. I sent him the selfie, but I wanted to show the mug here on the channel, and I just never. I just keep forgetting to show it, and I have so much stuff that I keep, and I just wanted to show the mug so that everyone sees it. I don't know.
Yes, to show that the mug was received.
That they've seen the mug, and I've had it for a few weeks. I just wanted to let them see it. That I have it.
There you go, United States Drone Society.
Yeah. So there you go.
Which is a great group on Facebook. If you're not a member, you should be.
And I got it with different coffees, a couple of different coffees here to try. So I got some coffee to try.
Okay, that's what's up. There you go.
So,
hey, Corey, what's good, man? YACL 310.
It was nice.
Well. You and Nicolai are having fun, I hope.
Who?
Hey, Nicolai, if you're there. My boy Corey's on. Just said what's up.
Oh, what's up, man?
Click that like button if you haven't already. We appreciate it. We like when you click the like button. if I even said that right.
What? Hit the like button?
Yeah, hit the like button, man.
Hit the liked it button. He liked it.
See, now that I finally got my Stream Deck working properly, I'm looking for other stuff to get. I need.
Oh Lord, no!
He's gonna go crazy.
No, he's gonna mess it up. He's gonna mess it up.
I'm not gonna mess it up. I got it now. I got this.
He's gonna mess it up. He's gonna mess
I got this. I got this. I got voice meter. Everything's working fine.
Right now,
you know what it is, Herman?
You add
finally
stuff.
Something's working for me.
You add stuff, and then when you start adding stuff, it don't work no more.
Oh no, just sounds.
I know. I know. Go ahead, add some more stuff. Tomorrow, be like, yo, I don't think my graphics card works. Why? I don't know.
Stop.
I can't see the picture.
Stop! Don't talk about graphics card. I got to return your graphics card right here, man.
Oh Lord,
Is this a 3080?
Got my graphics card?
Yes, that's your graphics card, bro. I got to return this to you. Yep, shit. I take care of shit.
What about my case?
Oh, it's right here. I'm using it to hold my mic and the stream. At least I'm being honest. See, easily accessible. It's holding my cell phone, the remote for the monitor, my microphone, and the Stream Deck.
And if you didn't have it, where would those things be?
On an end table. TV dinner table, something. I don't have a desk yet. I'm working on that. I'm working on the desk part, so everything will fit nice and neat, and I won't have to use your case as a.
Yo, you know what that remind me of?
What's up, Gary? How did you win the mug, Herman? He explained that.
Oh, what happened, right? Wedge and Big had a mug, right? And some dude won it, and he was like,
some dude from Canada,
send
right?
Send it to Herman because I think he's a nice guy and he deserves to have one. I can't remember the guy's name offhand.
I thought it's some Canadian named Gary.
Was it the Canadian? Was the guy from Canada?
The dude from Canada. I think his name is Gary. Some dude with a beard hangs out with Beauchard.
The fat dude with the big nose and
Not the clown Beauchart.
Oh no, not that guy. Okay.
No.
The other guy with the glasses.
The other guy with the glasses that hosts the show.
I got you.
I think his name is Gary. I've heard it somewhere. I don't know. Next win goes to Lawrence. I'm afraid. I'm afraid. I'm very afraid. I don't know.
No, but we love you, Gary.
Yeah, of course, man. Of course. Yes. That's why we're trying.
You was listening in the back, or you was like in the kitchen somewhere and you heard me talking.
We cannot promise, Gary, but we're trying to get our certification for if we happen to cross the Canadian border, we'd be able to fly there legally. That's all I can say.
I would fly regardless and just be like, yo, when I see the police coming, I just hand Gary the controller.
Right? Gary standing there with two controllers. And they'll never believe two black guys fly drones in Canada. I'm just messing with you, Gary.
I'll just hand Gary the controller.
Gary, you know we love you, man. All in for good fun. Seriously. But we are trying to plan something. Not a problem, Wedge and Big. I'm still out here lurking, but was listening while I worked on the group. Not a problem.
Thank you.
You're doing thanks. You're doing a good job with that group. I think you're taking on a lot, but you're doing a great job. Seriously. So kudos to you.
You know what?
The United States Drone Society.
Yes.
It's growing. It is big. He went from, to show you how they're growing almost as fast, if not faster, than NYC 5 Borough. Because he went from showing 5 to 10 pictures for the week as best photos to about 20.
Okay.
So that's how many entries and how many great pictures and stuff there is. So if
it's funny because
I'd be your pick any day. Just get
I
here.
realized that
Facebook. He said pilot in command, Gary. He said he'll be the PIC any day. Just get here.
Facebook has a few things that help you promote and push the group amongst the members. Like little tools that it comes up with to promote like who's the who's has the most engagement in the group.
Right, they're showing a lot of insights and stuff.
Right, your new members, to congratulate your new members and stuff like that. Yeah, there's
right, contributors. They're stepping the game.
Right,
they need to.
They should. I mean, unless you'll create those things on your own.
You know why I like those features, Herman? Because now on Facebook you can post a picture, guys. Right, and I know you've seen this on your view, your insights. You click your picture. And you got 5 people that click like, and you're like, okay, cool. But you see 60 people looked at your picture.
Okay.
So, I mean, those statistics mean a lot. That's all. It's all about logistics.
You know what, Lawrence? I was going to tell you about. You remember we talked a lot about Lilium and how we mentioned that, what was it? Not last September, but the September before last, Lilium went public. And I told you guys jump on this stock.
Yep.
Well, Lilium Jet has become the first eVTOL with both. I want to make sure I'm pronouncing this right because EASA or EASA.
I've heard people Europeans say EASA.
EASA. Yeah, that's how I thought it was pronounced. EASA. And the FAA certification. Now, the race to commercialize the type certification for these, these aircraft is big.
Yep.
And it seems like, the standards for the development for these aircraft seem to come along as these guys seem to engage in the development of the process.
Right.
It's almost like a spoon-fed process by the FAA. The FAA, this is new to the FAA, and the FAA is seeming to work hand in hand with these companies to get these things going. as we know, this company, Lilium, like I said, you know, they have been developing this drone, but Lilium, you know, we know has been, like I said, been doing. We talk about it here on this channel for the longest time, and
Yeah.
in 2017, Lilium took its first flight in Germany. You know, we know because we talk about, like I said, Lilium a lot here on this channel.
Yep.
And what I found interesting about this is that not only that they have both certification here and in what's that, the EU. This is a fast track for them to take the next step to the completing their process for type certification and the commercialization of the service with this drone, you know, or should I say, you know, and it's funny because they're now pushing, get this eagle out of my face. They're now pushing this thing for, you know, well, not this one, but all of them now for having a pilot operating them now. I remember I told you about the whole replacement of the helicopter. Well, that's where these things are going now, with the replacement of the helicopter. You know, Lilium, you know, announced that that they had received or granted the with the G1 certification basis necessary for them to take the next step towards you know, the Jet 2 or its type certification. And it was back in 2020 when they received this same type certification from what was it, from EASA, right?
Yeah.
Well, so I mean, we saw some of the leaps and bounds that were made with what's that? What's the other company there? Archer. And Joby, or should I say Joby as they pronounce it.
Right.
So a lot of these are going, you know. Volocopter is another European entity.
Everyone seems to be going to Europe and Asia to get these certifications over there, while the FAA decides to playing tiddlywinks. But
well, I don't think so. I
the
don't think
Lilium's
so.
ready.
Well, I don't think so. I think that both Joby and Lilium and especially and I've heard from Joby, not they having to call me and said, I've seen where representatives from Joby in different press conference stuff that was done, where they've mentioned that they're working hand in hand with the FAA, and also this article also mentions that Lilium is happy to be working with the FAA in collaboration with the FAA and the EU to working towards that certification, because this is actually new. This is not something that was done yesterday. This is
right. The G1, the G1 rating. Well, from what I understand about the story, the G1 rating is or may become the standard in which all eVTOLs have to comply with, which is good. This is the closest the FAA has come to coming up with a standard that everyone may have to comply with.
Well,
right?
And honestly, yes, because from where they are now to where they come from, whatever they've come from, the next guy coming has got to do the same thing.
And I wanted to point out also the video that we just showed was actually Lilium's speed test of I had to convert it because I don't know metric. It was 251 kilometers per hour, which converted roughly comes to about 150 to 155 miles per hour.
Look out.
So we're not talking no slow vehicle at its top speed with this Lilium thing. And that's pretty fast for a passenger eVTOL.
When they become cost effective, I'm getting one.
Well, right now you can only ride in the business class. Right now, Lilium plans on catering to all of the big wigs that can afford to ride in their
Yeah,
super
we know it's going to be a rich man's toy.
eVTOL, of
All of
course.
them.
But they said
All of
that
them.
years ago. They're gearing more towards the businessman that needs to fly from an urban
Does he
area to a
need
local
to?
airport.
Does he really need to? They're
Nobody
trying to
can.
replace the helicopter.
Nobody can. Yeah, you're right. Right. They're here to replace
They're
helicopters.
trying to replace the helicopter.
Right. Right.
They
So
just haven't
kudos to
marketed.
Lilium.
They just haven't marketed it that way. But they're trying to replace the helicopter.
Right. Well, kudos to them and to Lilium. That's FYI. You mentioned them, and I hadn't checked them out in a minute. Let's see. Oh, they're up. Okay, they're up. They're moving.
Well, check
Yeah,
this
they are
one out,
moving.
Lawrence. You remember United, right?
Yeah.
And United had plans with what was it, Archer?
Yes.
Lilium
Originally.
Lilium has plans with Archer to do routes here in New York and in Chicago to the airport.
Okay.
Well, Lilium, well, no, I shouldn't say Lilium, but United Airlines and Eve plan eVTOL commuter routes in San Francisco. So the air mobility, Eve Air Mobility has announced its plans to offer not one, but numbers of eVTOL commuter routes throughout the Bay Area and San Francisco, California. And
Okay,
that's
so
not,
they want to sew
and
up
that video
area.
is showing New York, but that there wasn't a video showing anything in San Francisco area.
I know,
Yeah.
because they're using.
They don't have it yet, but
Right.
yeah, they're planning routes with Eve and their aircraft, which is different from the this is the Eve aircraft here that you're seeing. They're planning to run routes, like I said, throughout San Francisco and the Bay Area.
So
now,
basically Southern Cal.
Right. Their plans will be we'll see Eve and what did I say, Eve operating with United to be their main route area. So United would be the ones that'll be flying the routes.
Okay.
To their airports.
Okay.
Their airport hubs around the different areas in the Bay Area. So they're going to be looking to use this thing to. It's a nice little. See, that's a nice little thing.
Yeah, it looks similar to the Archer, the Archer Midnight.
Right.
It is similar to it.
It's very similar. It's very similar, but why not? If you already have an aircraft that's proven.
Except this one has pusher props in the back.
Yeah, that's all right.
Where Archer's, all of its motors tilt forward in the fixed wing mode. These actually stop spinning, and the actual props in the back start spinning to keep forward propulsion. And then when they slow down, they start up the upper. As illustrated
I saw that in the story, and I'm afraid of that.
Yeah. I'd rather have everything on top spinning.
I like Archer where everything is moving forward, but we still got, we got forward thrust, but we got our, because the motors tilt.
Yes. Archer. On Archer, all motors tilt. Yes, they do. But if you want to look at the video with sound, what's the actual difference between that and a copter? Not much.
Nothing.
Fuel
just
consumption.
That one has much lower carbon emissions than the other, and
True.
you're not leaving the pollution, And that it's the argument that they claim for the electric car, but don't tell anyone I told you this. But what happens when we got to get rid of the battery?
Yeah, see, that's my concern. Where are all these batteries going to go?
In your house?
Just start ejecting them out into space? What? Because you put them in the earth, they're going to tear the earth up.
And put them in your house. And leave them in your house until it's inhabitable.
You could have left them at the last house I was at. I wouldn't have mind. And then I threw a Molotov.
No, what they'll do is they'll spend more money and more.
Getting rid of the batteries.
No, they'll spend more money, right? And they'll spend more and more money, and burn more fossil fuels to return to generate new batteries out of it.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's exactly what.
Did I say that? I'm sorry.
Electric copter.
Did I say more fossil fuels to make new batteries out of it? I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, that's
no, but there's a whole big plan in store for those batteries, and if you're interested, I don't have time to get into it, but there's a whole big campaign and plan for
right, recycling them
and renewables. So
yeah, Lon, wait till they find countries that are high in lithium and cobalt. Hint, hint. Some of these countries happen to be at war right now.
No, right here in America.
Oh, I know. But why use here when we can plunder somewhere else?
Oh no, they got plans to pillage here.
Oh, I know. And when here has been plundered, guess where they're going?
Oh, they claim it's renewable.
Yeah, all right. So was my marriage. That didn't last.
Uh-oh.
I forgot to hit the button.
Is this turning into a different stream?
No, man, no. We got another story here.
No, but I just like this whole thing with United and the service and everything like that, and United planning to move forward, and they well, not United, but Eve, and there is aircraft and them going on and moving towards type certification by 2026.
Okay, if they say so.
3 years after what the Europeans have projected. But
that's not too bad.
No. If it wasn't too bad, why are you yawning?
Oh, see, that's why I don't play poker.
No, seriously, they claim that their goal is to provide service to residents in the Bay Area and for visitors.
I wish them luck in their ventures. Seriously,
because it's a very condensed area, and they need to be in there. And I want to let you guys know that the reason why I mentioned a lot of these things in these stories in the live stream is that we all sit around and we talk about how they trying to do this and they trying to do that. I want you to know why. And they're there because they're happening, and some of them are not for the better.
Hey, dreaming, what's good, man?
I just hope that it doesn't cause a problem, but I just don't see it to the wide from some of the things that we've checked out, Lawrence, with some of these things that they plan to do in the future. I just don't see it within the next 10 years being that widespread.
I don't either. I see those who have and those who have not.
Well, I see a lot of things happening.
Those who know about it and those who do not know.
No, but I see a lot of things happening, like, here in New York, right? You're talking about a town who lost money on off-track betting, bro.
Man, please. I pass these racetracks all the time in New York. Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. Anything is possible. You know, anything is possible. But you know, Lawrence, we've spoke about this drone before in the past. We spoke about the original actually. And
Right, the Elios one.
Flyability has released a drone that is remote ID compliant with the third version of the Elios, which is now called the Elios 3. It's basically called they've been I hate to typecast them because I don't like this terminology, but they're called the indoor drone solution provider.
Right.
And I think the reason for that was the fact that they were able, this is when we featured this drone originally, weren't they sending this drone into an area where they couldn't send humans because of the radiation?
Yes, the nuclear reactor.
Right.
Chernobyl in Russia.
In Chernobyl.
A couple of mines, collapsed mines.
They originally used this in Chernobyl. We did a story on that a couple of years ago. And they sent this into Chernobyl. This drone is capable of operating in GPS-denied environments. Designed specifically for that. Right. And that's why they market it as the indoor drone. Some might say, well, what does the FAA got to do with it? Well, the FAA, has a lot to do with it because this is not only an indoor drone. This drone could be operated in a lot of different environments and in close quarters, because if you look at it there, it has that little basket thingy to stop you from tearing up its props and stuff like that. And it can bounce off of things.
Basically a roll cage.
Right. It can bounce off of things and move around in its environment.
While recording in LiDAR.
Yes. LiDAR. That was the thing that makes it so fascinating, the fact that the usage of the LiDAR system. And as we know, FAA requires by, September 16th of this year, for everybody, for all of these drones to be remote ID compliant. Yep. Well, the Elios has met that requirement, and now they are completely remote ID compliant. So anyone purchasing the new version of this for your workflow, just know that your drone is remote ID compliant. Yes. Now they do you can even broadcast from inside the mine where they can't even find you. True. They claim, they don't claim, but they fixed this drone for specific search and rescue and things like that. They went in Chernobyl, but now that it's remote ID compliant, they can use it outside in factories and places like that, while at the same time creating a full 3D environment using the LiDAR that's attached to the back. So now that it's remote ID compliant, they can literally fly this drone outside in GPS environments, where originally it was designed to be flown in non-GPS environments. And you know what makes it so special too, Lawrence? No, but hold on. Wedge and Big has a great question. The FAA wouldn't have any authorization in their mind, would they? No, they do not. But the fact that they want their drone to be used outside of... but you would have to fly it. You would have to take off and fly into the mine. Yes. So with a drone like this, like when we mentioned that it was used in something like Chernobyl, where it was flown in there, it did have to take off from outside because humans could not go near it. And we did a couple other stories where the drone flew into places from outside of this area. So the drone does have to start in the GPS area, but can fly into GPS denied areas. Right. So the actual transitioning from GPS environment to non-GPS environment and reverse non-GPS environment to GPS environment is important.
They may have mapped the inside of a place and may want to map the outside now. And this is where that remote ID would come into effect. So everyone's getting on the bandwagon with this remote ID. The Flyability, kudos to them. This is the Elios 3. I will share the video so you guys can hear it with sound. We've been doing stories since the first Elios, Herman. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
The first one that they sent inside Chernobyl, and they wanted to know if the reactors, what they look like inside. Could they be reused? Could the metal be stripped down? Whatever they planned on doing with Chernobyl reactors, they used this Elios 1 to go inside there and take care of things. But Herman, it's that time, 7:01, bro.
Is it? Is it?
Marcel, good to see you, man. Sorry, we're on our way out of here.
What happened?
Don't forget to check out the great list of live streams coming on later on this evening. We love you and appreciate you all. Be safe, fly safer. Wednesday Nights with Those Guys is sponsored by
Those Guys. And with that, everyone, I'd like to say we'll see you next week with some new and interesting stories. And I'd like to thank you all. We appreciate you all for coming and hanging out with us.
And don't forget to send in those Avada One Shots.
Yeah, send those Avada One Shots, guys. Send them in.
Thank you. Thank
Send
you.
them in. Lawrence will play any video you got. Anything you got, he's got it.
No, I don't know about anything. If it's an Avada One Shot, I'll play it.
Well, even if
Let's
it's
start
Avada,
there.
even if it's Avada One Shot flying, never mind.
Yeah, because if you say anything, they're gonna send me pictures of the Avada walking around it. I want to
Don't
one
do that.
shots.
One
Thank
shot.
you guys. We appreciate you all. Don't
And
forget
we'll
to check out the other great live streams tonight.
see you all. Good night, everyone.